This video is brought to you in part by the Ale House and Canteen, helping you forget about midterms since 2003. With first year discipline right around the corner, there are many Frosh that are uncertain as to which one they should enroll in. While the choice can be both stressful and confusing, this is something that I can personally relate to back in first year. In this video, I want to briefly go over the various options to give you silly Frosh the guidance and insight I never had. Alright, so the first discipline on our unofficial list is mathematics and engineering, or commonly referred to as Apple Math. However, unlike apples which keep the doctor away, this discipline does not keep the stress and anxiety away. I once asked one of my Apple Math friends what the program is really like, and they said it just makes you want to cry. To which I thought, oh, perfect, then it can't be any different than first year. Rest assured if that story concerns you though, because I was only kidding, as it would require that I actually have friends. Next is chemical engineering and engineering chemistry. And if you're enrolling into this discipline because you think you'll get absolute beauties like these for the rest of your undergrad, you'd be wrong. Very, very wrong. However, if you're considering enrolling into it because you want to make your own party drugs for cheap, then it might be a viable option. Most obviously though, it's a good choice for the half dozen students who genuinely enjoyed 131 and 132. Civil engineering is ideal for students who want to work a desk job. It's known within the engineering faculty as the easiest discipline, an engineering light if you will, and it serves as a great example of irony as the courses emphasize stress analysis while the program is far from it. For students who manage to fake their way through 143 despite not knowing anything, the true test of skill comes in trying to fake your way through the rest of the ECE undergrad. Electrical and computer engineering is a viable option for students who think that they're smart because the 221 circuits exam will rapidly put them in their place. But honestly, we're just trying to make it through a lab without being yelled at for leaving our bags on the ground. Engineering physics is the ideal discipline for students who want to relive all the highlights of first year, like failing 112. The program is meant to strengthen students' understanding of physics and the physical principles underlying modern technology, but despite being accredited as an engineering program, EngPhys focuses more on the science and theory side of things rather than the applied part, which makes me truly question which faculty the discipline should be a part of. Geological engineering is the opposite of civil engineering. Where civil engineers work in cubicles, geological engineers work in nature. If you think back to all the boring parts of 151, like groundwater, rock composition, and rock formation, and you say to yourself, wow, I want this suffering to continue, then geo is for you. That being said, it isn't all terrible since geo students get to go on frequent field trips but do have to put up with Rob and Gene's shenanigans. Unlike geo kids, however, mining kids loved all the cool parts of 151, like blasting and tunnels. They're secretly only enrolled in the program for the drinking culture and to discover which metal ores are the best at keeping their beer kegs cold. Mining engineering also has a heavy emphasis on economics and profitability, which allows students to calculate the best dollar per gram of alcohol ratioed beverage from the LCBO. Lastly, we have mechanical engineering. This is where most students will end up because they don't actually know what they want to do. And it's very obvious that the discipline itself doesn't know either, seeing that it's a literal repeat of first year with coding, chem, and mechanics classes. A common complaint among mech students is their abundance of midterms, but there's only so much acceptable complaining you can do when your student lounge in Mitchell Hall looks like this. By the end of their undergrad, most students will tell themselves that they should probably pursue graduate studies, seeing that they're a knower of all but a master of none, but quickly forego the idea when they realize that their grades won't get them there. But on the bright side, at least they know how to use a mill. If you still don't know which discipline you plan on pursuing at this point, Frosh, don't stress. Talking to upper years, your professors, your frecs, and attending the info nights are some of the best resources at your disposal. And if worse comes to worse, you can always switch programs in later years. But remember, no matter which discipline you choose, you'll all have to take APSC 200.